nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak.
I don't know. I just felt like I've known them all my life, but they don't really know me. Like, they don't know what I'm going through. They don't know what I'm experiencing right now. They only speculate, and from their speculation is disappointment. I could see the disappointment on their faces, because this, especially my mom, because this is not the life that she wanted for me. It isn't. So it's like, now that I'm closing people out, it's making it worse. It's making me feel like an outsider. I felt like an outsider. I was in a room full of my family, my favorite cousins, and I was talking to nobody. Nobody. I will only talk if they would come up to me. Partly from the fear of, like, somebody could ask the right question, but in turn it's the wrong question for me. And it can bring something out that didn't need to come out. Like, it could spark me to tear up. Like, it could spark me to say something that I would have to, like, that I would regret later. You know, I didn't know. I was in fear of saying too much, doing too much, seeming a little off. It didn't feel right. And even looking back on all the pictures from my grandma's birthday party, you could see that I did not, it didn't feel right. Like, that was my family, but they didn't feel like my family. I felt alone. I felt really alone. No matter how many times somebody in my family come up and gave me a hug and said they're praying for me, they praying for the baby, I felt alone. I felt empty. I didn't feel that love. And I don't know why I didn't feel that love, but I didn't feel that love then. I don't know. I guess it was just a fear of feeling judged. Is why I didn't feel it. I don't know. But I didn't feel it. Well, we took our pictures. I gave my grandma hugs and all of that. And then I ended up going back to the, like going back to where I was. And like going to see Kiyan and Nikki. That was my first stop when I got back. The NICU. See Kiyan. Dance with Kiyan. Sing with Kiyan. Because I'm just like, my boys were turning out to be all I had. To me, at that time, that's what it seemed like. It's like, all I really have is my boys, and I gotta, like, they make me smile. They make me happy, because I was my happiest when I was just holding Kiyan, just singing. I was happy. Like, or when I was at the library with Carter, I was happy. That was me being happy. Or on FaceTime with Jackson, I was happy. Like, yes, I was starting to get back to myself because Darian was gone. And it's been almost, like, at this point, it's been going on a month since he's been gone. And I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. I wasn't missing him. Like, I wasn't missing him. I don't know. Like, I wasn't. So Halloween came around, Carter's birthday. I spent he had turned 4 that year. And I spent his 4th birthday with him, and I took him trick-or-treating. And things were good. Things were real good. And then I got that call November 15th that Kiyan, he's getting ready to be discharged. Like, all he has to do is pass his car seat test, because at this point they hadn't weaned him off the oxygen. Like, they weaned him completely off the oxygen. So I was able to see his face with nothing on his face. It was just his bare face. I was so excited to see his bare face. And they was just like, yeah, he's been doing good with our oxygen. November 15th, 2019, no oxygen. Kiyan was completely off oxygen. So I ended up, I called Darren to let him know. I was like, he's off oxygen. Like, he just got to do his car seat test. They're going to do his car seat test on the 19th. When they do his car seat test, if he passed, we can go. Like, we can go if he passed. He's like, all right, so I'm going to come down on the 19th. And I was like, okay. He's like, well, did you get everything straight with Carter? I was like, no, I haven't heard anything, and like we haven't went to court, so I don't know how that's gonna go. And he was just like, you know, you're gonna have to leave him. I was like, well, I'm only gonna have to leave him because we haven't modified the custody. And I was like, but as soon as we modify the custody, hopefully we can get it modified within a few days. Like maybe I can go up there and see if they can like expedite it or something. He was just like, you're not gonna be able to bring Carter. That man ain't gonna let you bring Carter. And it's like, and then if you do try to bring Carter, he's just gonna try to control everything. And I was just like, I mean, you got a point, because I'm already fighting with him now, and we have a custody agreement on paper, and I have to fight with him. So it's like, I said, okay, I can see that. He's like, yeah, he's just gonna try to control it, and then the fact that Carter's gonna be in a different state, it's gonna be worse. Like he's gonna make it worse. And I'm just like, I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. I said I should probably, like, before I bring Carter to Maryland, I should probably make sure this custody modification is done, because I don't want no issues. Like, you're right, I don't want no issues while we up there. And he was like, yeah. So I ended up calling Carter's dad, and I was just like, hey, did you ever get the paperwork for the modification? And he was just like, no, I thought you was doing it. I said, no, you told me you was gonna do it. He was like, no, I didn't do anything. I was like, so it's not even started? And he was like, no. And you're not taking Carter to Maryland. I was like, okay, all right. So it was my time to have Carter. And my last day with him was November the 18th. I picked him up from daycare after work. We went and got CC's, because he loves him some CC's. And then went and got ice cream afterwards. After ice cream, we went back to the Ronald McDonald House. And I explained that Mommy's going to be leaving for a little while, but it's only going to be a little while. And Mommy's going to bring you with her. Mommy's going to bring you up with her once everything gets straight. But I just loved on him, hugged on him, and let him know that I love him. And that, like, I'm going to be back for him. Like, I'm going to be back for him. I don't love you any less than I love your brothers. I'm going to come back for you. And then I ended up taking him to his dad's house. When I took him to his dad's house, I texted his dad, and I let his dad know. I was just like, hey, Kion's going to be discharged from the hospital soon. So I'm leaving Carter here with you until we can get the modification figured out and like get that in order. And I was just like, I had my time with Carter. I let him know that I was going to be gone. I said my goodbyes. And I was just like, just take care of him. Like, and I told him these exact words. I'm like, I know he's going to be safe with you. I'm like, I know he's going to be safe with you. I know he's going to be good with you. And I said my goodbyes. So I know that was the best decision that I could have made for Carter in that moment. Like, as a mom, like, regardless of what I was going through with Darian, my kid's safety, it was my top priority. And it's just like, I always use those words, and I wonder if, like, my family look back at it now and notice that I used to always say, he's safe. He's gonna be safe. He's gonna be safe. Regardless of what I'm going through with his dad gonna take care of him. He's gonna be safe. I don't have to worry about him. But right now, I gotta make sure Kion's good. I gotta make sure Jackson's good. Jackson's in a different state. I gotta get to Jackson. I gotta get Kion good. But Carter gonna be safe.